Going live. I am live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Teacher Casey, and usually I go live every Saturday around 10:30 with some friends. As some of you know, I have family in town, and I think we're going to go hiking or do something fun for today. So I thought, why not go early, chat with some friends? And actually, I was going to make a recorded video and then edit it and upload it. And I'm like, then I won't get to talk to friends. So I am here and going to get started right away on Outschool News. I've said this on this channel before. One of the great things about Outschool is their communication. We get weekly emails. Teachers know what's going on. They always have great upcoming trainings and professional development, ways to build your business. So, sorry, sometimes I look bald unless I pull my hair up. So let's check out the emails. Some of you may have read them and some of you may just wait for me or Kelly Tag or Rebecca to read them on our channel. So, all right, I'm going to get to the first one. One of the first ones, it talks about start off on the right foot. Did you know that they have demos for new teachers? They have kind of a getting started workshop. When I got started a while ago, there was also a learn how to write your descriptions workshop. I mean, all these things to get teachers started. So if you are a new teacher, just know that you do have support on Outschool. It may take some time for you to get bookings and things, but they have really good support on Outschool. So in the email, it talks about, are you just getting started on Outschool? Learn from the best in their free live workshops for new educators. So they give you tips and tricks, let you know about the policies, how to create your class listing, how to promote your classes, and more. And the next thing it talks about is changing the narrative on Black History virtual workshop. Actually, we missed that workshop. Not sure if you can check out the replay. Let's see if I click on it. No, I don't think there's a replay. You might be able to find one back on Outschool. It was on February 17th and today is the 19th. So we missed that one, but I think we talked about that one last week. How do parents pick their classes? So I thought this was interesting. What are some of the things you guys check for as parents on the platform? How do you pick classes for your kids? So I went into this email and I clicked on like get the scoop, and it actually has like a 7-minute read, but I'm not going to get into all of that. But I am going to tell you some of the key things that Outschool has found out by asking parents. So it says most parents will start looking at the price and the schedule, right? That kind of, you kind of put in your parameters first. So you need a schedule or a class that fits your schedule. So of course you're going to start there. And price may be important to some, although it may be, the class that they're looking for. So of course the requirements for prices and schedules are different for each family. And most educators can't, fit everybody's needs, of course. So, but it is good to know. So next, the parents are looking for the topic, the class size, class content level, the teaching style, and or the educator's personality. So is this teacher right for their student or their child? So parents have said that they want answers to questions. So basically you want to go into your class listing and answer some of these questions. Will my child like or love this class? How can you answer that? Well, if you're making a video, your personality, your teaching style may shine through that. Is this class age appropriate for my learner? Is this class size just right? So is it too big of a class size or too small? I know some learners and parents do not like 1 or 2 students in a class. They want a little bit more of a group. And some, of course, don't want a big like circle time class with 15, 20 learners, but it's different for a lot of them. Will my child like this educator's personality or style? I am not everybody's cup of tea. I know this. I'm kind of loud and outgoing. And I think some parents choose me because of it. And others are like, no. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Ariel. Thanks for coming. We're just talking about the Outschool newsletters and things, because I love the way Outschool communicates. So we're specifically talking about how parents choose classes. So I think this could help many teachers. What will my child do in this class? You need to explain what the outcomes are, what the kids are going to do, and how difficult or easy will the materials be in this class. Some materials may be difficult for one student and not difficult for the other. So if you kind of explain what you're doing and what's going on in the class, parents can make an informed decision. So your class listing is where you put the answers to this. And so also, I keep saying so, I just got excited. By writing this information, you include keywords related to your topic in the description. You can also improve your search engine optimization. We call that SEO. I talk a lot about it when people ask me questions about YouTube. You want your results, you want your words to show up when parents are searching. So if you have a fun science class and I don't know, it's going to be about colors. If a teacher or a parent is looking for a teacher that is teaching colors and you don't put colors anywhere in your description or search engine, they're not going to find you if they're specifically looking for it. So make sure you use that towards your to your advantage, right? Let's see. Which of the elements listed above parents consider to be the most important varies for different families, but the two big ones were topic and educator. So you can read, like I said, I'm not going to read that whole thing for you, but it is important to know personal connections are important, building rapport, remembering little details about the kids. We've talked about this before. I know either Rebecca or Kim, somebody talked about, like, if you know a birthday is coming up, put a little note so you can say, oh, happy birthday. Remembering little things about them really just makes them feel good. You're remembering them. So build that rapport just like you do with adults. You want to balance the voices of the learners, give them each a turn to speak, and ensure all the kids feel welcome in your class. This is a really good read. So I would go back and check it out. It was called What Are Parents Looking For on Outschool? And it's from February 9th, 2022. So go ahead and check that one out. I am going to talk about 5 steps to building a brand. I have a whole video coming out on that because I think that's very important for all teachers, not just on Outschool. I don't know, let me know if you guys want info on that today, but building your brand is so important. Having maybe a fun logo, you can build a free one on Canva and use it. I do have a Canva affiliate, but it is for the paid version. So if you're going to use the free version, go ahead. It's so cute and fun, right? If you're a YouTuber, making thumbnails on Canva is easy. And like I said, you can use the free version and it'll really just give you some fun colors and things like that. You can even make your own branding, colors, logo, things like that. And it helps your business. People can find you. If they're scrolling through and they see your logo and your brand and they know you and you've built that reputation, chances are they're not going to scroll past you. They're going to be like, oh, what is she offering now? So build your brand. We'll talk more about that because I think it's a great, great topic. New on the library. So Outschool also has a library of webinars and recordings, and they're just so good at keeping us up to date. There's stories from a Holocaust survivor on there. They had a guest educator, Michael Soberman, about teaching difficult topics. Let's see. Check in the chat. Also make sure to pronounce the kids' names correctly. Also, yeah, I had a class from KidPass yesterday, and I have a lot of students that are worldwide, and I have some trouble pronouncing their names, and I always ask them to pronounce them, and sometimes I write them phonetically how I hear them. And I always tell them, I'm going to practice. Did I do good? Did I get it? I really, really try to pronounce their names. And one mom reached out to me. She's like, it's okay if you pronounce it wrong. It's a Hebrew name. And she was really sweet, but she's like, thank you for trying. So I agree. It is really important to try to pronounce their names right. And if you don't get it the first time, acknowledge it or something, yeah. But thanks for bringing that up. That is super important. And did you know they have business coaching? Like, I thought this was great. I really need to share my screen on this one. Okay, let me share my screen because they have a beautiful graphic, which is just not something I make. So let's see, share screen. Here we are. All right, you're going to see my YouTube. So you don't want to see my YouTube. You guys see this all the time. All right. I'm a little hyper and excited today. We're going to go out with our family and go hiking, so which is one of my favorite things to do. And they already have breakfast downstairs made, and it smells really good. Okay, business coaching. I hope you guys can see this. It shows that you can. It says, congrats, you're an educator on Outschool. Maybe you've just been approved to teach, or you've been on the platform for years. Either way, you have become an entrepreneur. What an exciting moment and an incredible journey. Guys, this is awesome that they have some things for us to build our businesses. It says, to support you on your journey, we're inviting you to participate in one of our cohort learning groups that are just the right length, 4 weeks, made both asynchronous lessons and live office hours, designed to support your current goals for your online teaching business. And basically, there are 2 sections, like for newbie teachers and for veteran teachers. I think it shows down here. Yeah. So building your online teaching business. This one is designed for new teachers, like just getting started on Outschool. This module will start you on a 4-week journey alongside a cohort of other new teachers. And then this one is growing your Outschool business. Learn how you can take your already successful online teaching business on Outschool to the next level. So guys, I just feel like Outschool is really good at trying to set you up for success. Whether you take it or not, it's up to you, right? So has anyone tried these cohorts before? Let me know in the chat whether you're watching this live or coming back at another time. I would love to know if anyone has gone. Let's see. And can you hear me and see me okay? It gave me a warning on here, but it doesn't say that you can't. So let me know. All right, I'm going to keep going, keep on going. So that was the spring business coaching. I really should have clicked on it to see. Let me see when it starts. The building your business for new teachers. Oh, you just click on it and it gets started. It says new teachers under 6 months have completed all the required trainings. And then you can just get started, I guess. So that's pretty neat. And then the other one is for the veteran teachers. Yep, you can click on them and get started. So I think that's awesome. Modules, a couple weeks long. Yep. So Outschool setting us up for success as they always do. Okay, check in the comments. I liked that parent email. I am in a few cohorts. Awesome. Which parent email? Did I talk about the parent one yet? I don't know that I put that up there. Also for teachers, support learners' mental health was discussed this week, and I think last week maybe as well. Guys, there are some stats in there that were really, really sad and scary. I don't even know if I want to mention it on here, but hug your kids extra tight. It says parents and educators know lots of kids these days are stressed. The world has been upside down for years now, and it's taken a noticeable toll on learners' mental health. Here are a few ways that you can help. I don't know. Should I even read this stat for you guys or just skip the stat? They have some great discussion questions. Oh, nice. All right. So let me know if you want to know those stats, and I'll read them if you want to. But paying attention to emotional health and well-being of children and youth is particularly important right now. Check in with your learners, see how you can help them. Kids are going through a lot. They're new transitions, especially kids that are scheduled, right? We go to school sometimes and then they can't, and then they do, and then they need a mask, and then they don't. And then there's just so many changes and transitions right now that some of the kids aren't handling it well. And yeah, I just, you talked about the parent survey. Oh, the parent survey thing. Yeah. it talks about create a welcoming community. We talked about that earlier. Start each class by welcoming learners in an age-appropriate way. You're not going to say hello the same way with 5 and 6-year-olds that you do, 15 and 18-year-olds or whatever. You might, but take a moment, ask them how they're doing. So I did a story the other day. It was Pout Pout Fish and the Mad Day, right? Yeah. So I did a thing on, oh, you can't see my book. I did a thing on feelings, right? We talked about when they're sad, what do they do when they're happy? If they're mad, how do they stop being mad? Things like that. Showed them some pictures, and we just talked about their feelings. I asked them how their days were going and things like that. So ask them how they're doing. They will usually tell you. One kid said, I get mad when my mom yells at me. I was like, yeah, it happens. So respond to what learners share. Build community with collaborative games. Be open to all backgrounds and cultures. Bring a variety of perspectives into your class. Give meaningful compliments. End the class on a positive note. So I always like to end that on a positive note. And actually, one of the teachers that I co-teach with a lot of times on KidPass, she has a song, and we start and end with a song, and it's really cute. I never really liked singing the songs in front of people, but I think the kids leave and they're happy, and they have a lot of fun. So go into that. If you want to find out more about the stats and things, this is from February 7th, 2022. Young people are stressed. How can educators help? Again, it's all on the Outschool in all of their emails and things. So let's see. We talked about, wow, guys, we've talked a lot about all of this. We are just about done. So leave questions or comments in the description box, no, the comment section below. I'd love to know your thoughts on these too. What's new in the educator community? There, you can read, join the conversations there. They're always interesting. Spring communities of practice. Ask questions and get feedback from educators who teach the same age group by joining one of the communities of practice. So their spring age group cohorts begin in March, and they run for 2 months. So you want to sign up below. You can choose ages 3 to 7, ages 8 to 12, or ages 13 to 18. And I thought that was really interesting because those of us that teach 3 to 7-year-olds have kind of the same problems going on, or maybe some of the same ways to help these students where, keeping 3 to 7-year-olds entertained and learning is a lot different than the 13 to 18-year-olds. So I thought having a place of teachers in the same age group was really interesting. What do you guys think? So let me know. So just click on that and visit the Educator Community page. There is an Educator Spotlight. You can go read those spotlights. Also, I'm going to do another video on this too, because I think this could help teachers across the board, not just on Outschool, but 7 tech upgrades to enhance teaching. Which devices, programs, and desk accessories do educators on Outschool love? I thought this was fun too. So, of course, one of the most important things is fast internet. You do not want to keep losing your Wi-Fi connection in class. I have mine plugged into the Ethernet, and it does. There's a funny thing in here. It does say like you can go back and dig up your Ethernet cords. So that's what I have done. Headphones with microphones. A pair of comfy headphones with a microphone attached may be one of the best initial investments you can make as an online educator. Multiple monitors. Do you guys do well with multiple monitors? Because I don't know. I am always so busy. I guess I have a couple of open tabs and stuff. So I'm reading the chat from here. I see myself in Zoom, and I'm reading the newsletters and things, but I don't know if I want multiple monitors. What do you guys think? We've talked about it, my husband and I, but I don't know if it would be good for me. Okay, so webcams and document cameras. I know we have done videos talking about this, and Rebecca has a video on how she uses her document cameras to do her like experiments and things. So you might want to check out her video. We both have one, and we use the document cameras differently, or we use our iPhones and stuff differently. So, but yeah, check those out if you are interested in the webcams or document cameras. I do have an external webcam. I use Logitech. Maybe I'll link that below so you guys can see that. Lighting and background. I don't even know how my lighting is right now. I changed my office around. I do have a stand-up softbox here next to me. And that's what I've used for my lighting for a couple of years now. So I just bought one a while ago and that's it. This one says software. There's one big winner here from educators, Canva Pro. I will link my Canva link below if anyone doesn't mind using that, or Outschool does have a link here. It says Canva helps anyone, truly anyone, regardless of experience, make professional image and video designs. There are plenty of tutorials for newbies and the possibilities are endless. So we already talked about using it for building your brand. You can use thumbnails for your classes. You make class materials. I use presentations in my classes. So I read a story and then we talk about the vocabulary, or like I said, the emotions. You can make flyers and things like that using your QR codes from Outschool. And then it says extras, a high quality chair with lumbar support. That's always good, but I am standing up on my stand-up desk right now. Electronic coffee mug warmer. I have that, but I didn't buy it. I got it as a gift from my son and my daughter-in-law. So you don't have to have your cold coffee. Movable standing sitting desk. Hey, I didn't even know that was on there. This one does. It's electric. There is one that you just push down and it pops back up. But when I tried it out in the store, I had so much trouble like pushing down on it. So let's see. Rebecca said, I would love 2 monitors, but I don't have a space on my desk. Yeah. When I share my screen, the kids' faces often cover my slideshow. So I would love to toss them to another screen. Yeah. Do you ever like, yesterday I dragged them to the bottom of the screen so my students were way down here. And sometimes I put them back to the side. So I move everybody around all the time. But I'm like, wait, I can't see this. Wait. So stationary bike pedals. I've seen other people using that. That was interesting. Anti-fatigue mat. I've had this on my YouTube channel before. I have it over there. I use the balance board, but it's got some padding on it, things like that. Monitor riser for great posture while sitting. So those were just a few things that they had talked about. And guys, I think we've got to everything else. On every email, they do have a section for you to submit your feedback, tell them how they're doing. I think that's great. Like I've said before, I think Outschool is really good about communicating with teachers and keeping us up to date, having professional development. I think that's why they're so successful, spreading the word. We see our classes on Facebook and things, and it's so exciting. Let's see. It is hard to drag 8 to 9 kids to the bottom. Yeah, I don't even know how many I see at a time. I always have to use the arrows. So I thought mine only did like 5 or 6. I'm not really sure, but that's pretty interesting. So awesome. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming and chatting with me in the chat box. And I wasn't sure if anybody would make it, especially since I was going at a different time today, but thank you for your time and I'll see you guys all later. Bye, Rebecca. Bye, Ariel. Thanks for coming. And anybody that's watching the replay. See you later.